Okay, I'm going to be doing a new cosplay tag video thing. I did something like this like 2 years ago or something. And well, I've come a long way since then, and I saw one that has slightly different questions, so will be a little different. Okay, question number 1. When and why did you start cosplaying? Well, that kind of depends on what your definition of cosplaying is. If my first anime costume was a Misty costume for Halloween, but I don't know if you want to count that or not. I didn't go to my first anime convention until 2006, and that was just because there weren't any around here until then, and that was NakaCon. That was actually its second year. I didn't hear about the first year, which is probably good because it was very small that year. It was pretty small the second year too, but it was a lot bigger than apparently it was first year. But the costume I wore at that con, my first convention, was actually was Sango from Inuyasha, which was actually a Halloween costume again. I had worn it a few years before for Halloween. I was really into Inuyasha at the time, and well, Sango was my favorite character. And well, I was kind of lazy cosplayer. I wasn't very good. I got really dedicated to it, like in 2008, I bought a Shauna cosplay, which is actually why my name is that on Coscom, from Shakugan no Shauna, and I bought that from mooncostumes.com, and I just loved it so much, and then after that, I just kind of got really into cosplaying and such. I then joined Coscom, and well, also through Coscom is when I learned how to pick out a good wig, because I was using Halloween wigs before that, and because I didn't know any better. So that's where I'll end for question 1. What cosplays have you done? Okay, this is going to be a really long list. So, okay, there was Sango, Yuffie from Final Fantasy Kingdom Hearts, Chi from Chobits. These were not good. Okay, I'm just going to say that out loud. Then Shauna, Shakugan no Shauna, Lucy from Elfen Lied. What was after that? Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter. Okay, then I did Finland from Hitalia, America from Hitalia, Hungary from Hitalia. I've done 2 different versions of CL, Choir Boy and Newsboy. Done Alois in 2 different versions, his default outfit and his kimono. Let's see else. Well, of course, there's right now here Alice from Alice Madness Returns, or American McGee's Alice. I did Pikachu as a Lolita, and I just finished doing a Lolita Deerling. I need to cut the bangs on the wig for that though. I just finished the outfit for Articuno for Pokemon, and this one's not a Lolita, which I don't have the wig at all for that. I'm about to start Merida from Brave. Yeah. As I said, long list. Oh yeah, now okay, I'm also remembering. I did Victoria from Twilight, and I did Jessica from True Blood, and I used my real hair for both of those, because both redheads. Okay, that's just all I'm going to think of at this point. It's going to take a long time. I said long list. Number 3, what's your favorite cosplay? Okay, this is going to be hard too. Well, I gotta give recognition to Finland and Pikachu because they both got me awards. I was awarded Most in Character for Finland at VishiCon, and this past CowCon I got an award named A Thunderbolt of Cuteness as Pikachu. And also I gotta say thankful for the Finland costume, because that's actually kind of how I ended up hanging out with a lot of my friends, is that they were also cosplaying Hitalia, and you know, we've just grown so close through that fandom. Although we also share a lot of other interests. too. So I guess I gotta give some recognition to that. Although I really like cosplaying this version of Alice. I mean, I made a hobby horse, and I'm actually going to talk about that a little later, and I'll show it to you. And so I get a lot of pictures when I get in this dress. So I got to give it some recognition too. So I guess I can't really give one answer to that. Number 4, what was your first anime convention and who did you cosplay? Okay, I already answered that earlier, but it was NakaCon 2006, and I was Sango from Inuyasha, and it was her kimono version, not the catsuit thing. Favorite anime? Okay, that changes a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have been big into Hitalia and Black Butler, and I still am. I really love that. Well, I've recently been going into a little nostalgia period because I just watched the live-action version of Ranma 1/2, and it kind of made me a little nostalgic for that. I have been a fan of that series for a really long time, probably more than a lot of fans are, because a lot of them probably got into it through Inuyasha. Like, they saw Inuyasha, they're like, oh, I'm going to watch something else that Rumiko Takahashi made, and then they watched Ranma. And I actually knew about Ranma 1/2 before Inuyasha came around. Okay, I will admit this. But that's a long story, and I'm not going to get into that right now. But I watched it before Inuyasha started airing on Cartoon Network, so I have been a fan for that series a really long time, and I've been a little nostalgic about that right now. I have never cosplayed it, though. I am kind of going into thinking about doing Ukyo, because she's my favorite character. But I have no idea how I'm going to do that top. I really don't. If I come up with something, I might do it, but I'm still like a little edgy on that. Okay, 6, favorite characters. Well, I really love Aloys. I find him so interesting. This is for Black Butler. Because he is totally insane. And I find that very, very interesting. I do have a mental illness myself, and I kind of I have an interest in mentally ill characters. He was never officially diagnosed, but he seriously has something going on there. I think most people say he's bipolar or something. So yeah, I'd probably put him as probably one of my favorite characters. So that's why I love cosplaying very much. I also love just how sexual he is, and there's a good explanation why he's that way, but I'm not going to spoil things. So 7, why do you like to cosplay? I can't really give a straight answer to that. I'm gonna honestly say that I just can't. Well, I like to sew. I learned how to sew not too long ago, and it was because of cosplay that I learned to sew, and I actually really enjoy doing it, and I feel like I always need to have some sort of project, so that's why my cosplay list is like so long, because I just feel empty if I don't have something to work on, and honestly I have a lot of free time on my hands, so I gotta do something. I also like wearing wigs, like nice quality wigs. They're just so much fun to wear, and I like to stand out, and I guess that's pretty much what I'll say for that, because as I say, I can't give a straight answer to that. Number 8, have you ever done an OC cosplay? I was a Lolita Witch for Halloween last year, so does that count? That's really all that's the closest I have. But it was really cute, so. Do you make your own props and cosplays? Yes, but not all of them. Especially on the props things, I just got better at sewing, but sometimes, I just can't find something that works. I wanted to make the Choir Boy CL, but I could not find a pattern that would work for it. I just could not figure out how I could make it, so I just bought it. Yeah, but since about like 2010 when I started sewing, and that I mostly make my own costumes, but I do still occasionally buy when I feel like I can. And if I could put something together with regular clothes, then I just do that because I just find it easier. And making props, as I mentioned, my hobby horse. So I'm going to take this camera off the tripod and show you the horse. Here is the horse. He was actually made as part of a art project, but I was in a class called Foundation 3D Design, and well, he gave us free choice for our last project, and this is what I made. It's on a PVP pipe, and the head is paper mache. And I used foam for the hair, the seat foam. It's very, very hard to cut, I will admit that. And then, you know, just foam sheets for the reins here. It's falling down a little bit. Another paper mache for the unicorn. The eye is actually Skulky clay that then I spray painted gold and glued on there. And then an actual chain. Yeah, he's a little lopsided, but I joke around and say, oh, well, it was very well used. If you're familiar with the game, is that, you know, she uses, this is like a big hammer. Big sledgehammer. So that's why you'd probably get messed up a little bit after killing all those enemies. Okay, and who do you tag in this video? Well, I'm going to tag my friend Nikki or Pocket Roxas, but I'm not sure she's going to actually do this, but I will do it anyway. So, that's the end of this interview.